Good morning. It is December 16th, 2021. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, 41 degrees out here. So, it's actually cold. Got the temperature in the house at 65. Going to talk to you today about mental health. I think it's one of the things that is ignored by a lot of men uh, for a variety of reasons. The admittance of weakness, um not willing to face the fact that you may need help, asking for help, uh, the shame that comes with that's the misinterpreted impression that shame is associated with needing help about difficult times. I can tell you I've spent a lot of time in some very stressful situations. It's intrinsic with the job I had in the Army, which was the bomb squad, EOD sergeant. Diffusing IEDs can be rather stressful. I worked at the White House with the Secret Service, searching for things because I was expendable. They'd rather have me die looking for an IED or something like that on the motorcade or where the president's going before the president gets there. I was assigned to the Technical Security Division of the Secret Service. So, anyways, that is what it is. I'm just telling you that there's a lot of stress in a man's life, and for you not to address it is I think it's as much as you should worry about your physical health, you should also worry about your mental health. Now, I'm going to just explain to you some of the things that I do. I'm not saying these are a blueprint for you, but they may be giving you, I may give you some ideas. The first thing you have to realize is that the suicide rate around among men is far greater than it is for women. That's just an objective fact, and an objective fact is something that if I state it, you can go look it up, and it's the same. You'll get the same answer that I give you. So that's an absolutely objective fact. Um, from the time you're a juvenile or a young boy, you're programmed to act a certain way, uh, to be a little bit tougher, to not be soft. And the repercussions for being soft and emotional are severe throughout your lifetime if you choose not to buck up and face the challenges of being a man. So, that being said, I personally use a lot of simple things, very, very simple things to work on my mental health. I, I don't, I don't run myself down in my mind. Um, I'm my champion. I work on myself. I give myself a checkup from the neck up. But one of the things that I do to help myself is I stay physically fit. Staying physically fit, being able to look in the mirror and go, hey, 56-year-old, got pecs, deltoids. I mean, you got muscles. I mean, my six pack is now a starter keg. But you know what that is? What it is for 56. I'm in very good shape. I'll go do my blood work on Monday, but I'm not worried about it. At 6'2", 225, 230, I'm about the size of an average NFL linebacker. So I take pride in that. The other thing is eating right. That may not seem like a big deal, but if your body's not under stress by not getting the nutrients it needs, not getting the food it needs, not getting the supplies it needs to deal with the stresses of life, then you're hurting yourself. I'm talking about whole foods. If you go to the grocery store, walk around and buy your food from the outside. It usually starts off at the vegetable department. All those whole vegetables are good for you. And meat, milk, eggs. I don't not so much milk, eggs, meat. Stay away from carbohydrates, breads, and things like that. Stay away from sugars. I'm telling you, if you look good and you actually feel good, it's definitely going to affect your mental attitude. The other things, there are tons of simple things that you can do for yourself That'll improve your mental attitude. Every day when you get up, simply make your bed, brush your teeth, take a shower. Those are all little bodily functions. That means that I give a shit how I look and how I feel. Taking a hot shower on a cold day is a, is a very pleasant surprise. Having a good cup of coffee, enjoying a good sunrise or a sunset. How about a good meal? There are things that you can do for yourself that don't have to cost an arm and a leg. You don't have to be driving around in a McLaren or doing all those kind of things. A simple good meal. And you got to be able to give yourself a break. The other thing I do is I call it FI days. Fuck it days. I just like, fuck it, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to raise the drawbridge, fill the moat with sharks and water, and I'm just going to sit here and watch Netflix or watch a movie or write or play chess or do whatever the hell I want to do and just cook, maybe not clean, maybe not do anything. I call it a fuck it day. And I feel good. The other thing you have to do is you have to stop being self-destructive. One of the major things I had to do in my life is I had to quit drinking alcohol. I was blowing my life up. It's maybe it's not a good thing to have to admit or do it, but I'm an alcoholic, so there's no way I should be drinking anymore. And it's my liver was going to town, anyways. But I'm coming back from all of that. I'm thankful, and I would have to say that one of the simple things that I do is I give myself this little pep talk. I say, you know what? I accept the things that I cannot change. I will try to do my best to change the things that I can, and I will use the God-given sense I have, or the things that I've learned, to know the difference between the things I can change and the things I can't change. I'll remain thankful and appreciative. And the other thing I stopped doing is I stopped asking why. To me, that's a slippery slope. Instead of asking why, I'd like you to consider to ask yourself, how? Instead of why don't I have this? Why isn't this happening? Why didn't I get the promotion? Why can't I be rich and famous? Why? You should ask yourself, how? How do I get where I want to go? I can tell you the easiest way to do that is to have a plan. Keep your head up. It's never about the amount of times you get knocked down. It's always about the amount of times you do like this. You go, woof, brush yourself off, and you go, well, that fucking sucked. All right, let's get back in there. It's just about getting back up. It's about answering the bell. It's staying in the fight. If there's anybody you're going to bet on in your life, it needs to be you. It always should be you. You deserve to treat yourself right. Try to stay in shape. Try to get a PMA, which is called positive mental attitude. And take time out. Meditate a little bit. Work on your plans. You can use the meditation as a part to work on your long-term plan, your short-term plan, and your middle plan, which are your goal assessments. Am I getting where I need to go? Or do I need to redirect? Long-term plan is, when the hell do I want to retire and get out of this psychopathic rat race? What do I need to do to get there? And my short-term goals are, you know what? I need to save a little bit more money. I need to lose weight and get in shape. They're not tough things, but you can't beat yourself up all the time and get where you want to go. There's just sometimes, we call it cutting bait. And in the military, you hold your arm out like this and you cut sling. It's cutting up sling. Anyways, I won't get off on it. Give yourself a fucking break. You deserve it. You're a good man. You're going to make it. Follow your plan. Get in shape. Eat right. Treat yourself well. And don't worry about the world. The world is the way it's going to be. Don't stress about any of that shit. All right? Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. Like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye bye.